Goodness, because there's a lot of people who are not on that wavelength, and we are looking to find our people. All right. Thank you. Diamonds. Yes, I'm good. And also at the same time, like somebody else said on here, I've had anxiety just for different reasons. They say over 60% of America right now are living paycheck to paycheck. Over 60% of people right now. That means 6 out of every 10, minimally, are going through a difficult time right now. What can we do with this information? Some people are going to scroll away because they don't want to hear this, Go ahead, scroll away, scroll away, scroll away, scroll away, scroll away. Fear, 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 fear. Stay in the fear zone. What we're going to do is we're going to think long term, and we're going to level up, and we are not going to get caught in this short term nonsense. We're not going to do it. What's up, Gavin? Nice to see you, broski. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do this thing where we're walking around saying, I'm broke, I'm struggling, life is hard, nobody understands me. We're not going to do that. Even if you have 50 different thoughts throughout the day of where your age, what your bank account, what your circumstances like, we go back to gratitude. I love that. Hey, what's up, Tam Jam? What's up? Heather, that's very smart. We all need to do this from time to time. Let me pin this conversation. Hold on. Boom. All right? We are not going to walk around, hey, what's up, Epipher? What's up? We are not going to walk around lacking and lacking and lacking and lacking. We're connecting with other people who are lacking. We have options. Scorpio's on fire today. Moving past the anxiety. When you play small, when you give in to other people's anxiety and other people's anger, and you get anxiety and you don't connect with people and you don't go out there as your best self, you're actually being greedy, because we love how you love. It's the people around you that are miserable. Stop being so selfish and withholding all of that amazing love that you have within you. Because one person doesn't like you temporarily, stop it. I'm here to let you know I might love you more than you love yourself. We are not going to be stuck. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Right now it's challenging. And everybody's talking about it. You probably have people in your life that when you talk to them, you talk about, oh, inflation, inflation, inflation. And then you go on TikTok and you get more videos about that. Fear, 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 fear. How do you stand a chance? Huh? That's what's up, Epipher. I love that. How do you stand a chance to be grateful for what you have? When every single media outlet, when every single article, when every single person around you in the world is telling you that there's something going wrong, how do you stand a chance to have gratitude? That we ourselves and so forgiving to ourselves and so aware of where our mind goes to right now. Hey, thank you for that love. Thank you. I really want to thank all of you who subscribe. Again, right now, I'm running a special for Valentine's Day. It's self-love. I've been running a special where it's $40 and I want to connect with you. So I'm going $30 for an hour. What are you doing? Connect with me. Book time with me. Let's go. Let's level up. We're not going to walk. Listen. We're not doing this thing where we're ranking ourselves in society anymore. Are your bills paid? Do you have one person in your life who loves you as you are? Do you have opportunities? Are you living in the information age? No, spirits, evil spirits and curses. There's no such thing in my world. I'm not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. We're not giving permission to outside energy to invalidate us or to tell us that there's something wrong with us. When we are secure, I love you. When we are secure and confident, when we love ourselves, when we believe in ourselves, when we heal our childhood traumas, a Scorpio is known to be intense. Just rock with me. I love you. Roar! When we are whole and complete, those energies can't mess with us. And when we feel the big emotions and when we feel the sadness and when we feel the anger and when we feel the depression, we sit with it, we sleep with it, we live with it, we embrace it, we welcome it. We say, thank you, anxiety, for showing up today and letting me know that I'm worried about the future and I can't control the future. Thank you, anxiety, for showing me that I'm being selfish and insecure right now. And if I actually focused on how many people love my energy and how many people in this world I've touched with knowing it and without knowing it, when you smile at people, when you tell somebody have a good day, that person might be on the edge and you might have changed their life and you don't even know it. We are not going to do this thing anymore where we walk around with our heads held down, telling ourselves we're insufficient, we're not good enough, we're a victim, life is hard, nobody understands, wham, 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 wham. We've been doing this for too long. Put your head up, your bills are paid, and if they're not paid, you have options. And if you feel you don't have options, you do. And if you don't think that you have options, you can go on search engines right now. You can find low-income housing, you can get a room for rent, you can live in a car, you can go into a shelter. Stop thinking about what other people think about you. And if you are financially well off and you have people around you that aren't your people, cut them off, let them go. You are a better experience when you're around people who honor your intuition. Do you hear what I'm saying? Enough of this nonsense. What's up, Skate Graphics? Nice to see you. I'm talking without responding to anybody. I respond when I can, because I'm talking to everybody. I can't talk to 212 people at the same time. The difference between spirituality and religion is more organized. Religion is more fear-based. Religion is telling you Jesus only loves a certain kind of person, whereas Jesus hung out with everybody, especially with the people that were doing things that weren't the greatest things in the world. Spirituality is saying that I want to find my own way. You can find spirituality in a blade of grass. You can find a higher power in a flower, man. Like love is available and accessible everywhere. The game of it is to stop minimizing it and stop making it cheesy. It's time for us to really, more than we ever have before, focus on where our thoughts are going to. Focus on what are you grateful for. This is momentum. This is momentum. You can't get around the other people. You can't see the excitement because you're constantly focusing on your bank account. You can't see the excitement because you have one person around you who's miserable. You can't focus on the excitement because of fear. There might be money floating around you if you feel like you're lacking, but you're not aware of it because you have tunnel vision and because your parents taught you that you have to work hard for money. If you go on websites like Udemy, udemy.com, you can learn how to code for free. There are educational courses you can take for $10, $20, $30, $40, $50 where you can actually work online. You can go onto TikTok and you can type in how to work at home. You have options, my love. You have options. You have options. You have choices. You have possibilities. And you're walking around with your head held down and being quiet and not talking to people. Where's your excitement? Excitement isn't cheesy. Excitement isn't fake. Because in the world that I'm creating, and I don't care who's coming with me or who's not coming with me, because I'm tired of being tired. What we're not going to do is have you walking around with your head down thinking I only have a certain amount of money in my bank account and I'm a piece of garbage and nobody loves me and nobody wants me. There are millions, if not billions, of people who feel like you do. And this is important to understand because there's a baseline. It's like on your cell phone, you have apps running in the background. Your background dialogue is nobody understands me, or I can't trust people, or like a lot of people had parents that weren't really emotionally there. And so a lot of us over-explain and have to be so detail oriented to feel like that we're intelligent enough and we're good enough. Are you thinking long term? Are you thinking bigger picture? And like Gavin said, if you're antisocial, if you're an introvert, that's cool. But guess what? This is why we love technology. How do you think that we're finding each other? I have solutions for every single problem. And yes, it is frustrating and it is stressful to a lot of people right now. But are you going to focus on that, or are you going to start focusing on, I have an opportunity, I have a solution? There's solutions for every problem, baby. There's a solution for every problem. What is the problem that you are currently facing right now? I challenge you, I dare you to write it in the comment section. Thank you, my hat likes you. Thank you for those of you taking notes. Take notes, man. I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that I shouldn't have had to pay that much, which is why I go on live and I share it with you for free. It took me over a decade to get this information. What are you doing? And moms, like, be relentless. Happy Black History Month. Yes, absolutely. Focusing, blocking out distractions. What's up, Dominique? Nice to see you, man. Focusing on the task at hand. Yes. All right. So, new mantra, new motto. If you're taking notes right now, if I'm not going to do it in the first 5 seconds, I'm not going to do it. I know that it's easier said than done. Finding a better paying job, perfect. You can use artificial intelligence to build up your resume. You can go onto the search engine in TikTok and you can type in resume tips. There's so many people who are experts when it comes to resumes, when it comes to job recruitment and stuff like that. You can get certifications online. If I send them light and love, there wouldn't be that lower level of result. We don't need to focus on sending other people light and love. This is our time. You're not greedy. You're not selfish. You're saying, I'm not happy with my circumstances. When I love myself, my posture changes. Are you hearing what I'm saying? When I love myself, my dialogue changes. My tone of voice changes. I pick myself up. My shoulders are back. My head is high. I'm not going to walk around looking at other people who are millionaires or showing you I made $15,000 last month. You know, if you're on TikTok and you're watching people and your algorithm has you in the side of TikTok where people are telling you you can make $15,000 every month, you know what they are? They're the same exact people that when you go to New York City, when you go to Times Square and they tell you, oh, one day they made $300 or $1,000 or $500 or whatever was their highest income point. And then they tell you that's how much they make every single month. What they're not telling you is how they feel about themselves. I understand that you have bills to pay. I understand that you want to move forward in your life. Can you have gratitude for the frustration that you have because you're relentless to crack your code and love yourself and level up? Stop comparing yourself to other people. Thank you. Thank you for taking action. Thank you for taking action. There's solutions for everything. You have kids, you're on a budget, type in cheap family meals. Look online for government programs. Research. I'm right there with you. In the relationship I'm in, I got into this relationship in October. Before that, it was just me taking care of myself. Now I'm in a relationship with 3 children and another human being. And on top of me being around other people, now there's other people's programs and other people's scheduling and other people's traumas. Life is always changing, baby. What are you going to do with the change? Are you going to say, oh, I wish that life would go this way and control it and control it and control it? It's always you. Dominique knows the vibes. Hold on, I'm going to pin this. I love this family. I really, really do. Just found a mass on my kidney. Been on my phone for 3 days. Good. Do research. Speak kindly to yourself. Look up the metaphysical belief around kidney pain. I'm not a doctor. I don't give medical advice, but I'm saying look it up. Research. Here's another thing you can do. Get a piece of paper and say, these are 5 things I'm going to do, and I'm only going to focus on number 1. And when number 1 is done, I'll focus on number 2. You are your biggest fan. You gotta start removing people from your life. Are they rocking with you or are they not? Are they supporting you or are they not? Are they loving what you're doing or not? Are you still explaining to other people? Be honest with me, because I love you. Scorpio is here for you. I love you. Same team. Are you still explaining to people? Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the double taps. Are you still over explaining to people? Are you still telling people what you're doing? Are you still looking for validation from other people? Thank you, Lynette. Big love to you. It's hard if you're lonely. It's powerful if you're lonely. Why is it powerful? Who's been taking notes? Why is it powerful if you are your only source of energy, if you are your only source of income, if you are your only source of hope? Why is that so powerful? It's so exciting. I hope for all of you who are writing answers, and especially for those of you introverts that are writing the answer in your head, you're not even writing it on here, I hope you're listening to yourself. You have to trust yourself. Yes, absolutely. Self-validation, absolutely. It's not depressing and lonely. It's not depressing and lonely. That's your automatic interpretation device. This is abandonment. This is codependency. It's not depressing and lonely until you convince yourself that it is. It's exciting. You're angry. You're still looking for validation. If somebody, listen, I love you. This is the logic that human beings do when we say it's depressing when I'm by myself and it's lonely when I'm by myself. Being by yourself a negative connotation. This is what we do. I'm not going to spend, and watch this. I love you. Take notes. I'm not going to spend any time on developing myself and loving myself at all. As soon as somebody comes into my life and smiles at me and smirks at me and says the right words that I want to hear, I'm going to change my whole entire character, my whole entire persona, and drop all the things that I want to do. I'm not going to listen to my intuition because I need love. Now tell me how that makes sense. You could be loving yourself right now. You could be educating yourself right now. You could be empowering yourself right now. You could be finding a new career right now. Oh, that's too hard. It's overwhelming. That's abandonment. That's codependency. That's that ADHD nonsense. You can compartmentalize. You can minimize. You can break it down into pieces. Thank you for the love. And when you're by yourself, you can follow your intuition all the time. Man, thank you for the crown. Thank you. I got one for you too. Here, that's for you. Put that on. Does that fit? Is that good? Perfect. All right. There you go. Royalty recognizes royalty. I understand that when you watch spiritual videos and spiritual imagery and it says be in the present moment, law of attraction, that you're just like, that's corny, it's stupid, it doesn't make any sense. Ugh. So when that little voice is saying, I don't believe it, that's where you parent yourself, baby. That's where you nurture yourself. If I don't like my circumstances, like when I first started hearing videos and watching videos about the law of attraction, I was like, this is stupid. This doesn't make any sense. I believe I can have money and the money's going to come to me. It's corny. It's cheesy. It doesn't translate to people who've never done any kind of spiritual work at all, who don't have any kind of mentors. It doesn't connect. So what do we do with this information? That's where we sit with ourselves and come up with a new reality that feels real to us. And that's where we're patient. Everyone wants everything from me, so we set boundaries with everybody. And this comment right here from Epiphora is the biggest. Oh my God, such a big fact. You have to get a little bit more or a lot more frustrated with your circumstances in order to make change. It's the only way that you're going to get. You have the water like right up to here. Barely breathing, and you're still getting hit, and you're still getting attacked, and you're still getting gaslit, and you have some cornball in your house who rolls their eyes every single time that you watch these live streams, don't you? Now you're turning down the volume because you don't want to hurt their feelings. What a bunch of nonsense. Ugh. I can't stand these people. We're not going to do this anymore. Narcissists, we all have levels of narcissism. Narcissistic people just don't know how to show their emotions. So honor the fact that you do. Honor your sadness. Honor your physical appearance. Have you looked at yourself in the mirror today and told yourself you love yourself? Have you listened to your inner dialogue today? Have you actually listened to how you speak over the weekend? Is there anybody that you were in a good mood and then you responded to the email, you responded to the text message, and if you hadn't have responded, you still would have been in a good mood? Put an emoji. Got me on 3 TVs? Word? I love that. Let's go. Because this is why I started practicing what I practice and teaching what I teach and going further into this journey that I call emotional intelligence. You were in a good mood, something happened, and you felt a loss of power. That's the equation in humanity. So if you hadn't have responded, you'd still be in a good mood. Isn't that fascinating, all emotions aside? Let the emails come in and don't read them if you're going to work. If you know that you have bills and you have debt and you're going into a job, please hear me. Please hear me. Please hear me, because we all need this reminder. If you're going into an opportunity where you can network, where you're getting coaching, where you're going about your day, yes, we have bills to pay. Yes, it's good to be realistic. However, if you are going into an opportunity where you can make money, where you can connect with people, where you can do good in this world, and you're looking at something that's causing stress to you, you now have to build your momentum back up. You just did that to yourself. You didn't have to read that. How do you face emotions rather than just distract yourself? How do you face emotions rather than just distract yourself? Well, that's where we have to catch ourselves. And that's where we practice. That's where we practice. I got some news. I didn't like how I felt. What am I going to do with that information? I can go outside. I can go for a walk. I can keep your eyes open. You can just breathe in gratitude and exhale stress until you are breathing and exhaling inspiration or love or gratitude. That's what I do. Like this. And I do that while I'm talking to somebody. I breathe in the color purple all the way to the top of my head. That's royalty. That's love. That's unconditional love. That's my truth. I exhale all the stress, all the mildew, all the funk, all the nonsense, all the drama. And then I keep on doing that until I feel like I'm in a good space. And then from there, when I'm breathing, I'm just rotating that energy around me. This is a process, baby. This is momentum. This isn't tomorrow. The biggest hustle that they try to give you in New Age spirituality is they have you think that you can just all of a sudden just change your whole entire opportunity in your circumstance. You have no idea where life is taking you. Word. I drop the gems like a clumsy jeweler. Baby, take notes. What we're talking about, Mary, is long-term. It's saying that like a lot of people right now on earth are stressed out, or they're focusing on fear, or they're watching nonsense videos about like the Super Bowl. Like there's all of these videos, I think about the Super Bowl and the symbolism of people wearing red. I don't care. I'm not going to do anything to fix that. What I can do is I can create content and create community and have people focus on unconditional love and being raw and being truthful. And that resolves all of that nonsense, because all the Fortune 500 companies are going to see that people don't want that anymore. But I'm not going to sit here and watch documentaries and watch content that shows me that there's a problem in the world that I can't fix. You don't stand a chance to have gratitude if you're constantly watching content and news and being around people who are fear. I don't care. Oh no, what are the elites going to do? Yeah, right. How's your family dynamic? How do you feel about yourself? Yo, I have a family member, I'm not going to say who it is. I have a family member that won't get on TikTok because the Chinese government is watching. I'm like, you don't even let people go over to your house. Like, why do you really care that the government is corrupt? Like, for real. Why? When you don't even love yourself. Like, why do you really think that the government cares about you when you're being that hard on yourself and you don't like your circumstances and you're complaining about everything and nothing works and you're miserable and bitter? Like, how about getting yourself a job where you have happiness, where you love yourself? How about educating yourself? How about learning about stocks? How about learning about cryptocurrency, NFTs? Come on. People are watching stuff and it's taking you nowhere. And then you're walking around saying, oh, my life is hard. It's simple. Simple in the sense of like, you don't have to overthink. It's just about being consistent for yourself and having momentum for yourself. Or you can be like this dog over here snoring. Wake up! I think that got him. Yourself in a sense. I love that you said that. I love what you're saying, where it's like we have to be honest with ourselves. And part of that honesty is looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, other people gave me the rules. Why do people lash out? Because they're hurting, because they're miserable, because your energy is good, because they're like, oh, you look like a safe space. It's the same reason. And drop an emoji or say yes if you've noticed this, that when narcissistic people, when toxic people get around other people, all of a sudden they change their character and change their conversation and change their energy. This is why it's so vital for you to love yourself and stand up for yourself and to let some people go. Stop it. Stop being around people who are not moving in your direction or make money with you, or people who are complaining. Stop needing to have other people around you. It's not in style anymore. If you feel alone, good. What are you going to do about it? Go hang out with some extroverts and pretend like everything's cool. There's people on TikTok that are doing dances and just pretending like nothing's going wrong in the world, completely and totally oblivious. Are you going to be one of those people? Are you going to educate yourself and just take baby steps? Like, if you're broke, if you're homeless, if you're in poverty right now, get off of this live stream, go to udemy.com and type it and create an account and type in free. As much as I love you being here, if you're struggling, get money in your bank account. Do something about it. Or hang out and do it later. But stop that I'll do it later stuff. Do it now. As much as I love you here, like, get to the bag. You can work at home. You have options. There's government programs. Learn how to start up a nonprofit. Do something for a greater good. Get grants. Get a team. Like, look on TikTok. There's a million different ways. Be relentless. Map out time. Set reminders. Set appointments. The website is Udemy, udemy.com. Stop with this nonsense of I can't do it and it's too hard and nobody's going to want to hire me. There are people that send like 30 different follow-up emails to a company and they bother the CEO until they get the job. There's 60% of Americans that are one paycheck away from losing everything. So there's 117 people here. And if that's not an issue for you, good. The question is, are you happy with the people around you? Are you content with the people around you? When the light's off, when the camera's off, and nobody's around, do you like yourself? Because some of you are amazing at making money because your parents weren't great parents. And you worked really hard to show people, look, I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm loved, I have the power now. Stop answering their calls. Michelle, just stop answering their calls. I feel like when people say maybe, there are some that maybe, the maybe, in my opinion, is the higher self. You know it. It's abandonment and codependency that keeps us around these people. When they call you, don't answer the call. When they email you, don't respond to the email you. If they keep on messaging you, just say, hey, you know what? I'm making changes in my life. I want to be more in solitude right now. Thank you for understanding that. And if they're connected to other people that you hang out with, then tell your people around you, I don't want to hang out with this person. I don't like their energy. And if that person says, oh, well, that's too bad, or come on, get over it, then set boundaries with that person. Everybody. The evil's creeping through because we interpret it as evil. It's not evil. It's a lesson. It's a lesson, baby. It's a lesson. Man. I'm not going, if you use the word in your life, energy vampires, there's no such thing. What you're doing is you're opening the door, you're opening up your energy, and you're saying, I don't have any boundaries for myself. I don't care about my self-value at all because I've been hurt so much. Anybody's welcome to just say whatever they want to me. What is evil? You say that evil has a shot. What is evil? A woman who worked for a news company interviewed somebody who was a terrorist, and he said, you think that you're Luke Skywalker and we're Darth Vader, but we think that we're Luke Skywalker and you're Darth Vader, so who's right and who's wrong? As above, so below. We're not going to do this divisive conversation anymore. Are you giving attention to things that are a dead-end road? Ask yourself this question. Put it in your notes. What are conversations, and then you meditate with this with your eyes open and with your eyes closed. What are things that I'm giving attention to that take me to a dead-end road that are not moving me forward? And you can be on your bed, lying down, depressed, angry, or sad right now, and still be making progress because you're self-aware. Yo, if people, do you know, like, you talk about good versus evil, like, do you know that the Satan, the Devil, do you know that all of those stuff, that when people speak into existence and they manifest it, do you know originally that was a boogeyman tale that they told to kids? I got you, Queen, let's go. What would your life be like if you didn't have any fear to focus on? For real, I want to know. What would your life be like if you didn't have any fear to focus on? Thank you, Jenny. Safe travels, lots of love. Thank you. I love the lessons. I love lessons. There's certain parts of the world when they pray to go through difficult times to learn lessons. What if you've been so self-aware that you waited for the world to catch up and now it's all deja vu? Let people be. Let people be. Focus on you. Focus on yourself. You're not greedy. Focus on whatever education you want. If you feel like you have everything good to go, then you can meditate and you can focus on things. I've healed my physical appearance through meditation. Go on your journey. Keep going on. Bench just like, oh God, and I'm crying, I'm upset, and I'm frustrated. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna solve that. If somebody's really going through a hard time and they're getting to that other point, then yeah, you want to check in with people. But if you see somebody who's down, you will do me more of a service by walking by with your head high, loving yourself, instead of saying, oh, you poor victim. Oh, you poor baby. Oh, life is so hard. Oh, you're such a victim. How are you even alive? Like, I have to keep on saying this because I need all of the people who are passive aggressive, all the people with abandonment issues, all the people who are codependent to realize we outnumber the rest of the nonsense by millions of people. Hey, what's up, Emily? Nice to see you again. Man, I just want to get people like me and you to just lift our heads up at least 10% more each day. To just listen to how you talk, to listen to how you play small, to look at how you define when you wake up wherever you're living and you say, oh God, I wish it was different. No. More focused than ever, more determined than ever, more self-correction than ever, more lying down in your bed and feeling your feelings and identifying your feelings and your emotions than ever. Yeah, there's people that are jealous of others because of their happiness, so they try to ruin others. There are people in this world that have millions of dollars that would trade places with you. Thank you for the love. Thank you. I promise you, I know how crazy that sounds. I know it does. I know it does. And then I met those people and I was like, oh my God, this is actually true. There are millionaires that don't have one person they can trust. There are billionaires that want to create life and they can't. There are people that look more polished or whatever, that their internal dialogue, they don't stand a chance to have happiness. You're just in a momentary space, and maybe that moment has felt like a long chapter or a long book. So keep on doing your research and keep loving yourself. This is why you must stop focusing on other people. Yes, if you have children, yes, absolutely, I get that. However, you can still take 5 seconds before they say, Mom, Dad, I need your help. Take care of yourself. Focus on your gratitude, 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 gratitude. That's the attitude. Thank you for that. You're in the middle of a chapter. You're in the middle of a paragraph. You're in the middle of a long sentence. Life is an algorithm. If you're watching fear and you're not doing anything about it, bottom right-hand corner on TikTok, hit the arrow, not interested. How do you stand a chance? How do you stand a chance to be happy when every single piece of media is telling you that the world is ending and it's corrupt and it's fear and people are attacking and there's violence and there's brutality and everybody hates everybody? How do you stand a chance to have gratitude for who you are? You tell me. Please tell me. I would love to hear how you can have consistent gratitude when every single other person is walking around having fear-based conversations, talking about the price of gas, talking about I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. It's there. So what? Find a solution. I don't want to hear about it. The people that you want to connect with have the exact same things that they see in their day-to-day. Find a solution, my love. Find a solution. I understand that your bank account is in a place that you don't want it to be. But if you can afford to get groceries, even if it's going to the dollar store and getting some top ramen, thank God. Stop this nonsense. Check in, baby. Check in. Stop comparing your journey to other people. I don't care how many people are here. The real ones recognize me. This live stream started off with 500 people. Then it goes down to 100 because 400 other people are in 400 different other places. That's cool. I don't need validation from everybody. Doesn't matter how many people are here. You can be in a room where one person can hear your words and an opportunity can be created there. There are people, Nitwit Talk, there are people, by the way, I noticed you still haven't, when can you change your name? Because I got told you can change it every 7 days. But I'm telling you though, like, there are people, from me to you, like, there are people that are homeless that are happier than people who have homes. There are people I've met that you look into their eyes, you see God. 30 days? Word? That's crazy. All right, well, I care about you, so I'm checking in. Okay? Man, we got this. We got this. I understand it's frustrating. They said they did a study. They said over 60% of people, I think they said 64. Correct me if I'm wrong. They said like 60% of people are paycheck to paycheck, one paycheck away from losing it all. And these are people in suits and ties and dresses and red bottoms and pea coats and heels, and they're presented and they look nice and they look attractive. You'd be surprised how many people are on the same page. So this is where you say, all that I'm used to focusing on is life is hard, life is hard, life is hard. Stop worrying about other people's opinions. I know millionaires and billionaires. I've met so many narcissistic people in my lifetime that only care about presentation, and they only care about the external presentation. That's so exhausting, and they're so miserable, and you're still welcomed at my table, and I still love you, and I'll still pass the mashed potatoes. But man, stop being around people who care about presentation. Human beings are out of their minds right now. Stop caring about other people's opinions. Stop it. At the same time, take time for yourself. Take time to love yourself. You're the wind back there? You probably didn't. Blow all that nonsense in another direction. It's important. It's really important for you to see, like, my mind is going to a place that's a dead-end road. And I want for you to ask yourself that question throughout your day. Is this or more so just an awareness? This is a dead-end road. This is a dead-end road. Your mom, your dad, you're married or you're getting divorced, your relationship isn't working out, or you just got fired from your job. And like, I don't know, honey, you should just do something different because it might not work out for you this time. Dead end road. Don't respond. Dead end road. Gotta go. Swing it around and get back on track, baby. It's a dead end road. Some of you have dead end road friends. Some of you have dead end road relatives. Dead end road relationships. Drop an emoji or say yes if you're starting to become aware of this, or if recently you've become aware of this, or if recently you've had to cut people out of your life. I want for you to honor every single percent, every single piece of who you are. Do I think a spirit's speaking through me? I believe I channel a lot of times. I believe I connect with people very specifically. I do. Look at how many of you are saying me, 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 me. This is where what we're doing is we're reclaiming every single percent, every single piece of who we are, of what we're capable of. When I got out of the abusive relationship, I was like, oh my God, I don't have to ask anyone for validation, for permission. I don't have to stop my intuition anymore. Some of you, and check this out. I don't care I don't know who this is for, but check this out. Listen. Some of you can walk into a room and immediately check out that somebody's energy is off, and then you have that same intuition when it comes to your life. But because you were abandoned and because you were codependent, you listen to the abusive relationship, to that toxic person, and they don't respect that part of you. But then when you protect them in other ways, they like that. Crazy. Crazy. They're never going to change. They're not going to change. They're not going to. Word, let go of the dead weight. If you're walking around with other people's beliefs, or I'm alone, or, oh God, I'm so sad that I got out of the relationship, you might be angry. Good. I hope, Court, I hope you take that with you for real. All of the people who are mocking you and putting you down are going to say that they've been rooting for you when you get your success. Humans are nuts. Why do abusers act like they love their child? Well, it's complicated. It's complicated. But if you can't focus on something that's complicated, who can you focus on? Pop quiz. If somebody's driving you crazy and they're toxic, or they're gaslighting you, or they're abusive in any way, shape, or form, and you can't control them and you can't change them, who can you change? Who can you change? They want you unalive to make changes, educate yourself more, do research more, protect your energy more, talk to your higher powers, your ancestors, your family, tell people more, more. Bother people, annoy people, post content about it, or don't. You have a million different options. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one who can do something about it. Instead of just walking around every single day, looking over your shoulder, looking at your bank account, telling yourself that you're broke, telling yourself that nobody loves you, telling yourself that nobody cares about you. No, maybe you're like the spiritual Eeyore and your energy is so negative because you've been down in the dumps for so long because you keep on manifesting this snowballing belief over and over again without even questioning it. And if you think that's corny, the literal definition of manifesting is what you see and what you believe. I'm paraphrasing, but go look it up. It's what you see and what you believe. So if you believe it and if you see it, you're only going to find it. In the same way, if English is the only language that you speak, you're going to walk. If you go into Chinatown, you're not going to be able to read what the signs say until you learn Mandarin or Cantonese. Stop it. There's options all around you. We're in the information age. You can get free lawyer. You can get free legal help. You can get free education anywhere. And how much of your energy and how much of your battery are you giving away to thoughts that are dead end road thoughts? You say somebody doesn't want you alive. Do something. Gaslighting and attacking other people. Educate yourself. Move if you need to. I don't have enough money. Get a job. Work anywhere. Get money in your pocket. Post on Facebook groups. Post on Facebook. There's sections for people who need help. Go to a shelter. Go to an abuse shelter. Go look up resources. Man, thank you. I love you too. You don't understand past what you're going through. There's opportunities past this. But if you're sitting here stuck and you're not putting out the energy of I'm determined, how do you expect for other people who are determined? How do you expect for opportunities to show up? Some people are waiting for somebody who matches your description and you don't even know it. Word, barter, do whatever. There's a free section on Craigslist. I understand that there's a lot of pirates on Craigslist, okay? But there's a free section. There's a barter section. There's bartering websites. Look up bartering websites on TikTok. There's 2 different women who have 2 different websites about bartering. Like, stop it. And don't tell people what you're doing. Just go for it. This is momentum. When I talk about emotional intelligence, it's not that you wake up tomorrow and all of a sudden everything clicks. It is a process. It is a gradual process. It is, I'm going to stay consistent with myself. I'm going to stop focusing on time. I'm going to stop focusing on control. Look, I got the deal right there. Make sure you're following Jenny, and that's my girlfriend, Shaman Reiki Master Medium. $30 for an hour. Connect with me. Tap that link up in that bio. It takes 2 minutes. I want for you to get out the abusive relationship, out of this conversation about you're a terrible mother, out of this conversation about you were an addict and you're never going to get a job and you're never going to get love again, out of this conversation about your best years are behind you. Your ancestors are knocking on your door like you forgot what we taught you. Am I a gamer? I'm in this game. Life is a game. I'm not a professional gamer. I play Mario Kart every once in a while with the kids in the relationship that I'm in. Man, laws on felon ruins opportunities? No. There's no such thing as a ruined opportunity. What about Dave's Killer Bread that's in the supermarket? Go online, go on TikTok and type in felony success or convict. There are thousands of people who've gone through what you've gone through and can get jobs and get opportunities. Go to Udemy, udemy.com. There are courses for free where you can learn how to do something and you can have a trade for free. For free. We're not going to do this conversation of nobody's going to hire me and I'm just going to fall down and pass away and I'm just going to fear my mortality and I'm going to be a big fish in a little pond and stay around miserable people. No. It is exhausting getting validation from other people or saying nobody's going to help me, nobody's going to hire me, nobody's going to love me, nobody wants to be around me, I can't trust anybody. The other day with my girlfriend, I had on my Nike shoes that definitely need to be washed. This guy's in outer space selling a product to clean my shoe. I'm like, no, I'm not going to support that dude. Like, I want to be around people who want to get it. I give extra money to people who look like they're grateful for their job. Like, I love that. I love to see people win. At the same time, if you're working a job or have something that somebody else would cut off their arm for and you're miserable and you hate it, leave that job. I was working as a bathroom attendant. Do you think that I liked to mop bathrooms? No. But I literally, when I was living in New York, I would have like 20, like 5, 10, 15, 20 different dudes in a nightclub talking about mental health and spirituality in New York City of all places. Word. Look what this person, look right here. Look, right here. Check this out. You know what you could be doing? If you're really tired, if you're tired of having a job without any kind of meaning and purpose, go online, learn about NFTs. You could literally, like, I could be like, hi, my name is Nikki Scorpio. And I could just record that. I could get on Microsoft Paint, open up a brand new thing on Microsoft Paint and go, boink, and then save that as an image. You can learn how NFTs work and how that community works. They love mental health. If you have a story, somebody will buy that off of you and you can keep on going. And he teaches coding on Udemy, udemy.com for free because he's already winning. You just don't know how to take the steps because you think that it's 10,000 steps. What's up, Stina? Nice to see you. NFTs, NFT, 3 letters, NFT. Go on to Twitter, type in NFT. Go into Twitter Spaces, learn about NFTs. Download the app Clubhouse, learn about NFTs. Ask questions. Twitter Spaces, for example, and Clubhouse, you could talk to financial experts and you could literally just raise your hand and get in front of somebody and ask them questions about stuff. And those communities, they don't care about how you look. They want to know why you are doing what you are doing. People in cryptocurrency, people in the NFT space, they want to know why you are doing what you are doing. All you need to do is say, I'm going to map out and take steps and learn it. Yes. Yes. There's courses worldwide. Yes. YouTube. Yes. YouTube. TikTok is a search engine. You have infinite options. I'm right there with you. I'm changing my whole entire structure of what I'm doing. Because it's easy when I'm by myself and now there's other people that I provide for. And there's like a looking fee for groceries. Now it's ridiculous. And so I'm finding solutions. I'm not going to sit there and be frustrated and hang out with other people who are frustrated. You might as well just give away all of your energy. I can't stand to be around people who complain. And I was the master at complaining. So I get it. Momentum takes you to a place where you realize that you can't stop for other people. And that's the one thing that they're never going to tell you. If you're in a bad mood, if you're having a bad day, you process that before you get around other people. Stop masking your anger and your bad mood. People like me and people who are not even spiritual at all read right through you. It's fake. Nobody wants to be around that. Own who you are. Word, look right there. I taught myself how to edit videos off of YouTube. Man, you have so many opportunities. There's companies, depending on where you live, where they'll charge you like, in 2016, I did not have money like that. I did not have a job because of all these different circumstances. And I did research and I found out when I was living in Los Angeles that there was a company that would give you a brand new Toyota Prius, which gets 50 miles per gallon. and it was $200 per week. So I was like, well, I guess I gotta hustle. And so I had a brand new Toyota Prius. I would put on classical music. I went to Target. I got some organic grapefruit spray. I got some inexpensive water bottles, and I just started hustling. And I was making like $800 to $1,000 or more every single week. And I was just giving that $200 away to that company. Like, there's so many different ways you can make money online and offline. There's so many different websites and companies. Artificial intelligence is amazing right now. It's like a gold rush. Learn about it. Educate yourself. 16 doing this, and trust me, it's easy. Basically buy items and sell for profit. There's so many different ways you can do it. I'm learning with like Amazon. Amazon has a program where you can go into used bookstores and you can scan, you can look up the book, and you can start up an Amazon account. You can start selling products. Like you have options. Do research. Do research. Do research. Do research. Don't take my word for it. Da-da-da. What is that from? 10,000 points if you know. Don't take my word for it. Go do research. Get a piece of paper. Like Epiphora said, like, write down ideas. But most people aren't going to do that because they need to be told what to do. Do you need to be told what to do, or can you start redefining yourself? For real. I wish I could just be on these live streams all day, every day, just kicking it with you, just hanging out with you, just spreading positivity, just sharing perspective and all that different stuff. The world is moving at a rapid pace. I blink and I'm like, how is it nighttime already? Here's another one too for all of you. Talk about, is anyone into game developing? Check this out. Artificial intelligence, man, I'll give you all the information because I'm not greedy. I'm not selfish. Go look it up online because I don't have the website off the top of my head. Artificial intelligence, you can literally create apps now. I dare you. You type in the idea and AI will create the app for you. Was wondering which work from home company you work for. This is it for me, baby. This is it. This is my livelihood. This is it. This is my livelihood. I have some experience, but we need 3D artists. Online marketing where you get a percent when someone buys from your link. Yes. Yo, some of you could some of you could just have videos and have accounts where you don't even show your face. You can have a whole career off of TikTok. There's infinite possibilities. So if you're walking around on autopilot and you're not happy right now, stop. Stop putting yourself down and stop thinking that you're inexperienced and you're not qualified. Stop thinking that love isn't going to happen for you, and stop thinking, oh God, I hate how alone I am. No, this is where you can follow your intuition all the time. You're better than this. You are better. You deserve better. And you give yourself better. Are you thinking long term, or are you walking around with your head down, frustrated, complaining, bitter, angry, jaded, unwanted, unappreciated? Catch yourself, baby. Catch yourself. Catch yourself. And again, for all of you who've been rocking with me since day one, I'm running a special right now for Valentine's Day. Instead of $60 for an hour, it's $30 for an hour. Right now. Tap in. Talk with me. What I discuss is emotional intelligence. If you want, I can record the call so you can watch your body language and see all that great stuff. I'm also doing 2 free gifts because I'm just feeling generous. What's up, Maggie? Nice to see you. Look at this right here. $30 for an hour or $20 for a half an hour. And you know I'm going to go over that time. Come on, stop playing games. What I'm talking about, this is the thing. This is the hustle, right? Most human beings, they want the instant gratification, don't they? You know they do. And you know you might be one of those people for that frustration you're going through, right? What I'm talking about is not last October, but the October before. No, let's say September. So over a year ago. What's up, Tanya? Nice to see you. So over a year ago, I was supposed to be having a job. Here's another job you can look up. Brand ambassador. The company that I work for, which is a really great company, is called... Give me a second. What is that company called? What's it called? I got you. 1 second. Promo Mash. Go to promomash.com. Look, and there's other ones too. Look up brand ambassador companies. Look up brand ambassador agencies. It's good stuff, right? So I was supposed to be working with a holistic company, and then that holistic company went belly up, meaning that they didn't have enough money to finance. And I was making $300 before, and they wanted per day, and I could set my own hours and my own schedule. And you get free product, you get free health supplements or free food or whatever that is that they want for you to go to Whole Foods or different stores and sell, right? And that happened. I had just moved back to New York because I've been taking care of my mom. My mom had cancer at the time. She's thriving now. By the way, the metaphysical belief around cancer is nobody wants me, nobody appreciates me, so change your dialogue. I'm going to answer this question. Just give me a second. And they told me they couldn't hire me anymore, that I couldn't work with them anymore. I could only work three demos a month. And I'm like, I can't have a house made out of sticks like I'm the three little pigs living in Central Park. Okay. And my intuition told me, keep going. You're going to figure it out. This month is going to be really crazy, and October is going to get better. And I just started creating content. And it changed my life. And I'm not going to give you some fake story about I'm making $15,000 a month. I'm not, but I'm able to do something that I love, and I deserve it. And so do you. I don't have time to be around people who are on some must be nice. If you think, oh, must be nice, you're not getting the message of this live stream. Scroll away. I don't want to be around jealous people. I did that for years. Deserve to be around people who love you as you are and who celebrate you. You deserve to follow your intuition. Your intuition is always available. It's a muscle. This was challenging. This was difficult. And then I realized there's a formula to this. And the formula is, what is my perspective? What is my perspective? What is my perspective? Over and over and over and over and over again. And then I started hanging out with people who are coaches and teachers and stuff. And I'm like, yo, we're speaking the exact same language. And then somebody told me, you have a high emotional intelligence. And then I started taking courses and learning about that. And it's like, I say the exact same thing. You deserve happiness. You deserve peace. Set boundaries. For real. Stop letting people into your happiness. Do you get that? Do you understand that? Stop letting people into your joy. Stop letting people into your energy who are not matching your gratitude. Do you hear what I'm saying? Learn your poker face. Learn to meet people where they are at. Can't seem to choose one passion in order to further my career. Well, I understand that. I can edit videos. I can engineer. I can write songs. I'm a singer. I can freestyle. I can graphic design. What else? What else can I do? I could sell ice to an Eskimo. I'm pretty sure if I watched enough videos, I could like print clothing and do like, for me, it's more so what I would say to you is like, what is one thing that I would do for free and then find a way to make money doing it? Like, there's other people that are emotional intelligence coaches. I literally, like, I sat and I was like, well, I've coached people and I've taught people and I've protected people before TikTok and social media. How can I define this? I literally came up with the title for my own job, for my own company, for my own business. All that I do over and over again is work with people from all over the world, from all walks of life, and I share perspective. I'm actually offering a course right now that's going to start on the 4th of March. If you want to learn how to do what I do, or if you just want to learn about emotional intelligence, you get the full spectrum. I got worksheets, I got printouts, I got giveaways. You're also going to get a session with me as well. That's in my bio link. 2 classes each month, 3-hour classes, more or less. 6 classes in total, $100 a month. It's like $16.33 1/3. Scorpio, but I'm giving away stuff if you do book time with me as well. And if you want to get a quick session and you're really balling on a budget, I love you so much. Besides all this free information that you're still not taking notes on, all these people that you see with the VTP logo, every single month, if you want to, you can get a 15 to 30-minute call if you subscribe. Please do, Epipher, please do. I will work with your budget. I do payment plans. I got you. Yes, it's not I can't afford that. It's how can I afford that? I was poor most of my life. Then I got money and that money went away because I was naive. And I was like, whew, thank God that I learned that lesson about money when I only had a little bit of money. People walk around hating money and wonder why they never get it. Everything is energy. And this used to be a corny conversation 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 years ago. Now we're realizing it. And in science, they're talking about everything is energy. In medicine, people are healing themselves by visualizing on energy. Oh, that's stupid. That's new age spirituality. No! Get out of here. Go believe something else. This is an open discussion. If you're going to delete me and cancel me, good luck. Oh, man. I'm here to have an interfaith, interpolitics, interracial, whatever family where we can all get along and we can all agree to disagree. I feel you, Maggie. I understand. It's exhausting. Do you know what it is? You know what it is, man? It's like all the people around us are so numb that we don't realize that we're the one. Like, we're the one. We haven't seen this before. Man, thank you for the gifts. Yo, $30 for an hour, man. Come on, book time with me. Let's go. Takes 2 to 3 minutes. Stop self-sabotaging. I'll work with you. You don't have $30, but you can get $30 soon. I got you. This is going until Valentine's Day. Self-love. All right? For real. Message me if you don't have $30, but you're going to get it. You can do 5 here, 10 there. I got you. Just tap that link in the bio. Book time with me. Or message me if you can't afford that. DM me. And remember, if there's anything to take away from this, it's you saying, am I thinking? And for me, what I'm suggesting is to say back to gratitude, 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 back to gratitude. Stop being impatient with your mom or your dad if they're older and you have to take care of them, or your grandma or your grandpa or your family member. Go back to gratitude. Thank goodness that my body is in healthier shape. And if you're in pain, thank goodness I'm above ground. Thank goodness I'm alive. Thank goodness that I'm living in the information age and I can get off of this live stream and I can find education right now. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for real. Thank you. I'm glad you're feeling this, man. It's just life is gonna keep on getting crazier and crazier until you shift your perspective and realize life is an algorithm. Thank you, Dominique. I agree. The algorithm is wild, but I appreciate you. Hey, that's what's up, yo. What's up, yo? I'm glad you like that. Thank you. I have a notebook in my bio link. Tap that link in my bio. It's on Amazon. It's $8.88. All right? Listen, the reason why you're unhappy right now is because you're looking at your life through the eyes of other people. It's scary considering that you might not have a home, isn't it? But what if I told you there's some people on this live stream who are living in homeless shelters? There's people that live in cars that watch these live streams. It's scary thinking, where's my next food going to come from? It's scary thinking, oh no, I'm going to go backwards. It's scary when you think I need to get out of this abusive relationship, but I don't know what to do. It's concerning when you think, oh man, I'm too old, I don't know what to do. Thank you, Epipha. Safe travels, lots of love. Thank you. It is a blank notebook. I am working on a emotional intelligence notebook. Amazon is being wacky, so we're figuring that out. But I do have a written note in there. Hold on, let me see this. You don't want to be a weirdo? I love being a weirdo. I'm good with being a weirdo. I'm great with being a weirdo. I'd rather be a weirdo while other people, like, it's crazy right now. Like, they ran a Super Bowl advertisement to rebrand Jesus. He's like, yes, thank you. Get my name correct. You didn't really have to do that, though. Thanks. And if Jesus were really here, Yeshua were really here, Yahweh were really here, be like, nah, this isn't like your branding. It's not it. It's not the vibes. I love being weird. I love being weird. The people, like, what you're going to keep on seeing on planet Earth is all of the people that look polished, that wear the tailored suits, that show you 1 million followers, that have their makeup lines and their celebrities and their politicians and all that stuff. Some of those people are going to keep on going, and some of those people you are going to see how miserable they are behind the scenes. Thank God that I lived in Hollywood for 4 years. It's scary thinking I'm failing because your new job was supposed to... Yeah, well... But the energy, Mystic Wolf, is the energy that helps me move forward, where I can connect my anger to my joy, is thank God better things are coming. No, don't do that. Don't stay with the narcissist. Don't do that. This is where we don't realize. Flip the perspective. On the other side of this fear, on the other side of this frustration, there is a version of you that follows their intuition 100% of the time. Now, how exciting is that? To go into the unknown. How exciting is that? You said where? Oh, I got to plug in my phone. I didn't realize that my charger wasn't on because I was so excited. Hold on. 1 second, please.
Thank you. I needed that.
So, thank you, Karen. So I typically, until further notice, I'm trying different times. I am right now streaming 4 p.m. to, typically it's like more like 4:10, 4:15 p.m. to about 6 o'clock Pacific time. Repeat that. Oh goodness, I was channeling. What did I say? I don't have a book yet. I have a notebook. if you are an author or you want to help me work on the book, I have enough to write a book and I would love to. But thank you. Right now, what I'm focused on is I have a course that's going to be it's going to be roundtable, like you and I having a conversation with other people, discussing what we're going through in life, promoting the power of vulnerability and being able to identify how emotions show up in your life, how they block you, how they bless you, and how to have a different understanding about how your emotions can take you to different places and how to identify other people's emotions where you would normally react and respond. And that is going to be starting the 4th of March. Oh, I do have an ebook on the power of setting boundaries. Thank you, Jen. Yes, if you want to get that, I have that. All right. What we're talking about is saying, I want, yes, exactly, Songbird. I want to enjoy my process. What is blocking me from enjoying my life right now? The ebook is in my bio link. You'll see it says The Power of Setting Boundaries. I think it's about halfway down. Thank you. So, Silver Glamour, you say the weight of the world is heavy on your shoulders, right? So, we're looking at what's going on. And also the other thing, how many times a week? The class is going to be every other week. So 2 times a month. And that's going to be for 3 months on Saturdays. So you say the weight of the world is holding you down. What I would say is the reason why the weight of the world is holding you down is because people like you and I have no idea where life is taking us. We look at politics and we say, I don't like that. That doesn't feel good. And we go back to our jobs because we have to keep on paying our bills. We have to keep on taking care of other people. And we look at our family members and we say, my family members don't look happy. And that frustrates me because I want for them to be happy. I want for them to love. I want for them to live. And we look at our romantic situation. And for everybody, that's different. But what I would say for you is that people like us have no time to even think about where people are going. What time is the class? The class is going to be in the afternoon Pacific time. I'm thinking sometime around 2 o'clock. And it's going to be recorded so you can take notes. Who inspires and motivates me? Good question. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you. Who inspires and motivates me? It starts March 4th. Who inspires and motivates me? Oh, Jen's in here. Jen's in here. Jen actually is my partner, and she's helping me mastermind the class. So, Jen, they were asking what time the class is. Info on class in bio. Yes. Emotional intelligence class. I'm excited. We've got quite a few people in there already. It's limited to 20 spots. I love showing people how connected other people are. Very excited. All right, so let me go back to this conversation. None of us know in real life where the world is going, where things are headed. Songbird, the class me. Message me. Try it. Worst thing I'm going to say, no. Oh, well, life goes on. Okay. And it's going to be done on Zoom calls. And it's going to be recorded. So you can take it with you and really, really take notes. I want for you to get it. And you're going to get a one-on-one with me after you do the class. Possibly every single month. Very excited about that. All right. So let me answer this question. Who inspires me? Who inspires me? $30 is for 1 hour. I'm running a special right now. If you just want to do a one-on-one session or a two-on-one, if you have like a kid or a partner or something like that, it's normally $60. I'm running a special right now where it's $30 for Valentine's Day for self-love, self-care. All right. Okay. So the people who inspire me are people who are successful and they don't judge other people. Like when I met Shaman Durek, my friend who I talk about often on here, Durek, that he treated me like a human being when I really wasn't confident about my life. The people that inspire me are people that are producers, people that can see a diamond in the rough and know what to do with it. A lot of who I am is really from people like Tupac. I got a lot of inspiration from Tupac. I grew up being raised by a single mom and got a lot of inspiration from him. I would say that's my biggest inspiration. I would say also it's my mom. Like my mom and I had a really challenging relationship when I was a teenager. And she was still unconditional love. And she taught me my roots and my heritage, and she read to me. And I saw my mom suffer and struggle. And when I was in high school, she worked up towards 7 jobs a week when I was going to school. Yes, absolutely. Roots and know their heritage and treat other people how they want to be treated, you know? I lived in Hollywood, so I don't get fooled by influencers. I've worked with the agencies where they work with people like Will Smith and A-list, B-list celebrities and actors and stuff like that. All that's a mirage. All your favorite artists, all your favorite singers and your favorite artists have fake followers. It's all an illusion. And you're walking around subconsciously looking at them and thinking, why do they have everything figured out? It's all an illusion. My question for you is, can you remove that anybody ever told you how life was meant to be lived? What's up, JD? Nice to see you. I know that's easier said than done. I did it. I do it. It's a practice. 5-year-old Nikki didn't know what opinions were, and so I started thinking and mapping out my life to say, how can I look at my life and pay bills and have priorities and travel and drive and live in New York and live in Nevada and do what I naturally do through the eyes of a child? I'm positive. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you. Takes one to know it. I'm positive and all, but I want to inspire others. I got social anxiety. What I would say, Dominique, is first of all, take like baseline, right? Like with who you are, just have that thing of like, I want to inspire people. Like keep that perspective, right? What I would say, what's helped me get to this place is just being raw. And what I mean by raw is like, instead of you wanting to inspire people on like, look at how I've made it, look at how I'm successful, look at how I'm thriving, to come from a place of, I want to find my people. right? Like, I want to find my family. I want to find my community. So consider to when you're creating content on social media to look at it like, hey, for example, after this live stream, whenever you want to, if you're open to it, post a video on TikTok and say, hey, are you somebody that deals with social anxiety? Are you insecure? Are you a good person? Do you have a good heart? Are you creative? Do you feel like there's a lot going on? I heard that TikTok has a great algorithm. Let's be friends. I'm going to be talking about this. I'm going to show you my life. I'm going to show you my progress. And I'm here to motivate and inspire people. And I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to show you my process. And keep building videos like that. There's a website you can go to, answerthepublic.com, I believe it's called. And if you type in social anxiety, that below, after you type it in, you'll get a graph, and you'll get the who, what, when, where, why, and hows of what people are searching online specifically for social anxiety. And then you just screenshot that, or you save that image, and you can create content off of that, right? And then when you get over 1,000 followers on your live streams, consider doing what I do. I just want for people to experience unconditional love. This is literally, I will give you all of the information that I know. Set more reminders. You got to set more timers. You got to set more alarms. Thank you, Gavin. I appreciate you, man. Lots of love. Talk to you soon. So tell people what you've gone through. That's what I do. If you think, oh, it's too hard to tell people what you've gone through. No, you care way too much about people who have nothing to do with your life. Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? So what if your friends catch you on TikTok? Yo, so what? So what? So what if your family members see you posting content telling your story? So what? I had somebody from my family who saw me posting and talking about the fact that I was taken advantage of as a child. They didn't like that. So what? It happened. It was a real thing that happened for 8 years of my life. And I was angry, and I didn't know how angry I was until I started going on the journey to heal it. And a lot of emotions came out. And guess what? Considering the fact that I've been working on healing this for over 2 decades and I still get PTSD and trauma about it, I don't know if it'll ever go away. But guess what? I have tools and I have peace about it. And I can be around that person still to this day, and I have forgiven them, and I've had that conversation with them. And in fact, I even asked for them to forgive me for me judging them. That's how much of a leader you can be. Or you can sit around and say, everybody hurt me. Please, I refuse. I refuse to be miserable. I refuse to be in a small pond because other people can't critically think. What's up, Flo? Everybody make sure you follow my soul brother, Flo2761. Hope who generously let me stay at his place in North Carolina for a while. I refuse to walk. Like, for example, for those of you that feel depressed and feel angry and feel hurt and feel scared, isn't that exhausting walking around with that all the time? Like, for real, isn't that exhausting? Steven, that's funny when that happens. That's all good. But Silver Glamour, I love you. I'm looking at your profile. I love your hair. Question. What's more difficult? Ignoring it every single time when it pops up and completely ignoring how it affects you financially, emotionally, with your relationships and your wants for self-love? Because for me, the long-term, we're talking about long-term stuff today, the long-term effect of not forgiving that person is way more exhausting. Way more exhausting. Way more exhausting. Way more exhausting. I would rather, this is what I teach, and this is what I practice, and this is what I live. I would rather look at uncomfortable things and address them and heal them and nurture them so I have peace within these things, so that the next time something like that shows up, I don't feel that loss of power. It's logical. It actually makes a lot of sense. Right, never thought of it that way. I know, that's what I do. It's like there's more than one option. There's more than one possibility. We just say, I don't like this thing and I don't want to look at this thing. Most of us don't even ask that question. How does this trauma affect my career? Do you know how many people every single day could get jobs with higher pay where they actually felt a sense of purpose, but because mom and dad said you were stupid, they say, oh, that job said that they need 5 years. No, they don't. 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 That's a suggestion. It's a suggestion. When I was signed on with voiceover agencies, when I was living in Hollywood, when I was doing all of that different stuff, I would go to auditions for things and they would say, we want somebody who is this way and this way and this way. And I would always do the opposite. And I would book quite a few gigs because I'm like, they don't know what they want. They called me in because they like my face and my energy in my audition. So therefore, I am going to show up as me and make the choices that I would make. There are plenty of successful actors and creative people who have done the exact same thing. How do you stay away from the mind when it tries to physically stop you from proceeding? Well, there's a balance within there because sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes there's self-sabotage. Sometimes there's ADHD. Sometimes there's different things with cognition. My question for you is, how exciting is it going to be when you're more organized? How exciting is it going to be when you accomplish that thing? How exciting is it going to be when you get that job? And does rejection actually matter? Think about the outcome of what you want. Ooh, that's exciting. Make the outcome larger than life. Because it's not just, oh, I'm going to love myself and that's going to feel cool. It's like, I'm going to love myself in a new way that I've never loved myself before. That means that I'm going to be healthier. That means that I'm going to have healthier people around me. That means that I'm going to be able to forgive myself more. That's going to affect me financially. I can eat healthier food because of that. I'm going to have more energy and more power because of that. I'm going to have nurturing relationships with people who have solutions, who don't judge me. I'm going to get paid to do what I love, so I can take those baby steps. So when people ask how I'm doing, shall I tell them the truth? Yes. Hi, how are you doing? I'm grieving. How are you? Oh my fine, how are you? Fine, how are you? Anything else than that? Maybe once every once in a while I'll say that. It's not fine, how are you? No! I feel like it's a boss. I feel like it's a boss move. I agree with you, but there's still that stigma that all men don't cry and are fine. Yeah. Oh, Dominique. So this is, but this is even more my point, bro. That's my point. That's my point. Am I less of a man because I cry, because I get angry, because I was taken advantage of? Or is my boundary more powerful than that to say, I want to be around people who love me as I am? Boom. Just like that, all of those cornballs go away. But I'm a real boy. I'm an alpha male. No, there's no such thing as an alpha male. But in the jungle, yes, the lioness does the hunting. Tell me more about life. And then here's another one. Here's another one. For those of you, let's say, for example, some of you don't like your teeth. That you think like, I wish my teeth were whiter. Do you know, I think it was the 1600s, but there was a point in life, in society, in mainstream society, where if you had white teeth, it wasn't it. Like the 1% would literally have fans and they would like hold up stuff, and when they would smile, they would go like this because they were embarrassed that they had white teeth. We stop strength. The strength is knowing your emotions. It's really what I teach is very simple. The difference is, are you committed to practicing when you book time with me? And again, it's $30 for an hour right now for self-love for Valentine's Day. Or if you're really balling on a budget, $6 will get you 15 to 30 minutes. And all you got to do right there is tap that star up there and you join the VTP family for $6. And afterwards, you're going to tap the link in my bio for the 15-minute call. But don't worry, I go over 15 minutes. Don't tell Nikki Scorpio, though. Don't tell him. The woman, and you're quote unquote overweight. Do you know that there was a time where if they saw a skinny woman, they'd be like, get her in 3 just whole packages of butter, just like a tub of butter, just lard, deep fry that. She needs at least 50 more pounds to 100 more pounds. Society is constantly changing. Now I'm really going to see who's rocking with me. And when the aliens land, it's going to change again. All these distractions about the UFOs and the aliens and stuff like that. Please, please. Oh my God. Society's just mean people? No. Nope. Society's not mean people. Society is walking around with a bunch of people. This is the sentence. Are you ready for what humanity's theme? You want to know humanity's you know how crazy, you know how ridiculous human beings are? Every single person walks around with this one. This is it. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows my story. Nobody knows my struggles. Hey, JD, thank you for subscribing again. Tap my bio link and you're going to go to book time with me and you're going to see, it's going to say VTP 15-minute call. Just take like a minute and fill that out real quick. And I look forward to talking with you. All right. So this is why I don't care. This is my secret recipe. Okay? This is why I don't care what anybody thinks about me anymore. Yes, I like to dress up. Yes, I get insecure. But like bigger picture overall. Long term, I don't care. This is why. Okay? The reason why I long term do not care what people think about me is because every single human in some way, shape, or form is saying nobody knows my struggle. Nobody knows my suffering. Nobody knows what life was like for me. Nobody knows. The reason why this is funny to me is because the one thing that connects us is the one thing that we're taught to never talk about. You know the vibes, JD? Oh, man. People love that. Yeah, do the dishes. Yeah, if you have any men that are in your life, especially toxic religious men who think that they're alpha males, what I need for you to do is go online and look up the Bible quote that tells them to wash the dishes, because God definitely told men to wash the dishes. So take that and do it. Man, thank you, JD. Listen, it doesn't make sense to walk around with your head down when nobody knows what they're doing and everybody's telling you how to do it. It's crazy. The one thing that connects us. How is it? How is it? How is it? You can't tell me you were taken advantage of. You can't tell me that somebody did something inappropriate to you. You can't tell me that you were poor. You can't tell me that your parents told you that you were stupid or that you were unattractive or that there was something wrong with you when you were slow. But if you did, you and I would be cool and I would relate to you. But you can't tell me that. Why is that? Why? 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 Tell me. What if I don't understand you? So what? Let me see. I gotta find the quote. Come on. You could do this. Hold on. Let me see. Bible quote about washing the dishes. My grandfather, who was a reverend, used to talk about this because he was very forward thinking. I want for you to look at your answers while I'm looking this up and just realize it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. There it is right there. There it is right there. Okay? And I will stretch over Jerusalem the line of Samaria and the plummet of the house of Ahab, and I will wipe Jerusalem as a man wipeth the dish, wiping it and turning it upside down. And so saith the Lord, on the 25th day use dawn. It cuts the grease. I can't with the humans. I refuse. Oh, man. Come on. Come on. Why are you making life so hard? Come on. Stop this. It doesn't make any sense. I know that it's nervous. I know it's changing. I know it's different. But stop comparing yourself to other people. The grease. And the Lord said, the grease shall be goneth. And the grease was wiped away. And the grease moved to another area, which we now know as Greece. And we love Greece. That's one place I could definitely live. I could definitely live in Greece for the rest of my life and be totally cool. I like your energy. I appreciate you. It doesn't make sense to give so much heaviness to other people. What would your life, what's up, Scotty? What would your life look like? For example, Silver Glamour, let me ask you a question because I know you're a good person, right? Ask yourself this question and take this question with you on the road in your life. Hopefully I see you again soon. I stream 4 p.m., 4:15 p.m. Pacific time until further notice until about 6 o'clock. But ask yourself this question. You might not have an answer for this, or you might have an answer for this right away, but you don't know the magnitude, the depths of it, right? What would my life look like if every single time I thought about my family member, my ex, my past, my bank account, if every single time that I thought about that, I went back to gratitude and I stopped focusing on this one person and trying to control things? You know the vibes. I am 5 years old. In case you were wondering, I came out the womb and I was like, hey, I'm ready to go. What's the game plan? I got a soul contract. Excuse me, out of the way. The reason why I say I'm 5 is because I didn't know what opinions were, in case you're wondering, like, that's crazy. Yes, I'm not ashamed that I'm 38. It's just when you start to look at your age and you think, oh, I'm 20, I should have this. By 25 in today's terms in society, by the age of 25, you should have a house, you should have a yacht, you should be married, you should have kids. Your kids should have trust funds, and you should have a blue check and be verified. Think about that when you've got no distractions, and take that as a note. Put that in your note section on your phone and take that with you. Because I feel like that's a legit question that a lot of people look over. Because we're constantly changing when we get around family. We're constantly changing when we get around other people. And what I teach and what I talk about when you book time with me, emotional intelligence is simply catching it. Do I have any friends in England? I do. One for sure. My ancestors are from nearby England in a beautiful place called Cornwall. Wonder if you've ever heard of it. 42 in human years, still working on finding my joint self. Well, JD, look up Steve Harvey. Look up Steve Harvey's story. Steve Harvey was in his 40s when he first made it. Thank you, Silver Glamour. Take care. Listen, most of us are unhappy because other people exist. Thank you, everybody. By the way, make sure that you're following. Let me pin your comment. Hold on. Hold on. This one right here, stackable. See, and this one right here, really cool. Thank you. I want for you to realize how often you get frustrated by other people. Like, for example, if you're stressed out about your bank account and your finances, that's because subconsciously other people are going to see you hurting. Because if you really mapped it out, all of that boils down to, oh my God, I'm going to fail and I'm going to be alone. Oh, yes. Thank you for bringing this back up. The difference between being triggered and angry. Good question. For me, when I think of what a trigger is, it's like it's in the moment. If I'm angry about something, I can be angry in the moment. For me, a trigger is more of like, oh, something just happened and it changed. Anger is my best friend. Anger, when I take it out on other people, is insecurity. Anger is the one who's like, hey, that's off. I realized this a couple months ago. I don't even remember what, like, I channel, I get messages, it hits me, and I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Anger doesn't. When I'm taking out my anger on somebody else, if you're somebody who's like, I'm going to make them feel the way they made me feel, you're playing yourself. Thank you, JD. Thank you. Anger, I would agree with that too. Anger is a part of you that loves yourself. It's when you take it out on other people that's the problem. What if I told you that anger is the way that I get onto these live streams? Hey, what's up, Chakra Gal? Nice to see you. In case you haven't heard me or seen me before, does that make sense? Can you see how that's possible? Or if not, if no, then write no. No judgment. But what if I told you the way that I can go infinitely on these live streams when I do go on is partially connected to my anger? Nikki, I lost 3 pets, in 2 months now. My only pet has a tumor. Daisy, I would say talk. You know who's a medium on here and who can also talk with animals is my girlfriend. She's in here too, Jenny Ann. Yeah, when when I was really angry, it was Shaman Dirk. When I was telling him, I was like, yo, like I've tried every single form of therapy, healing, spirituality, ceremony, everything in this relationship. I'm gonna throw my phone out the window. I give up. I don't know what I'm doing. She's driving me nuts. He was like, thank her. I was like, what? Perfect, Daisy. He's like, yeah, thank her. Because this comes from your childhood. Figure out where it comes from. Nurture yourself, love yourself, and go back into that room and apologize for overreacting and communicate. I was like, okay, well, that actually resolves the problem. Okay, got you. Whew. Challenging. What are key things that you and Jen journal about? Jen and I don't really journal. For me, a lot of the way, because everybody's different, the way that I journal personally, and I feel like maybe this is just me, although I'm sure there's other people that do this. I'm very, very good at being aware at something. I'm not the world's best problem solver, right? Thank you, Dominique. Thank you. Safe travels. Appreciate you, man. I'm not the world's best problem solver, but when there's an issue, I spend a lot of time figuring out where it comes from and how to resolve it. Yeah, I would say that's how it is for me too. I feel like I can catch the patterns quicker. Like, for example, I was in a good mood today. Something happened, like externally, nothing to do with me. A conversation was had. It created a feeling internally within me. I didn't like that feeling. And so instead of just hoping and wishing upon a star and hoping that everybody's going to be kind to me and nice to me, thank you, thank you. Actually, I'm really close with God. God loves my lesbian mom, my other lesbian mom, and he loves my gay father who passed away and loves how he died of AIDS. Thank you. I love God. Thank you. He's closer to me than the air that I breathe. God also loves Goddess, who's removed from the Bible. Thank you for that. Thank you. All right. Hey, thank you, Scotty. Looking forward to connecting with you. Thanks, Dre. So there was a time in my life where I journaled a lot. If you're somebody who's in an abusive relationship, if you're somebody who feels a deep and profound sense of loneliness, if you have people in your life where you're like, man, like, why do I keep on connecting? That's why I created the journal. Because there was a point in my life where I was like, I need to figure out the pattern. I need to crack the code. I need to daily write down how I feel. And then I started noticing an equation of like, I was in a good space, something happened, and then I wasn't. Right? So if you're in a space where you feel stuck or you feel hopeless, or if you have somebody around you who's not matching your energy, journaling is powerful and amazing. I caught herpes and wanted to unalive myself, but he gave me a reason to live. Look up. Again, I'm not a doctor and this isn't medical advice, but really go onto TikTok and type in holistic remedies for that. And also consider doing research on alkaline diet. Taking me on the road? Let's definitely go. Let's go. Hey, thank you, Scotty. Appreciate you. Journaling can help you realize. For me, I feel like one of my biggest purposes, besides telling people to tell their story and to honor their story, is really having people take a look at their momentum. Because what I realized is before I got into a relationship years ago, that I was very, 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 very consistent. Like, you could put me in the worst circumstance or the best circumstance, and I could find a way to build and to climb and to stay consistent. Then I got around somebody who didn't practice that for different reasons, different way of thinking, different priorities, right? And it wasn't until the end of the relationship where we were fighting so often and so much, minimally 2 times a week. A lot of arguments where she wanted to travel. She wanted to leave the United States. She wanted to go overseas and live there for a while. And it just didn't financially make sense at that time. Right? And that was where I said, you can go ahead and you can go on that vacation and you can take that trip. I need to be consistent. I have an opportunity. I have people that want to work with me. There's money here. Like, I see a possibility. And that's where I realized, this was my formula. Right? Hold on, let me see this. I only ask because I don't know what I'm really writing about. Dre, what I would say, a simple thing that could start helping you is like a powerful way to use a journal can be noting where you get triggered. Noting how, like, what frustrated you. Even if it's somebody cutting you off in traffic, that can be connected to something from childhood. Another powerful way that you can use a journal, you can take notes from this live stream. Another powerful way could be doing free writes. You know, they've actually done research that when you, gotta release this energy. When you do a free write, even if it's like chicken scratch, like it's messy, that can also benefit your mental health. That can also help you. It's about expression, right? For me, the way that I used journaling was a combination of free writing, of saying what was frustrating me, what my intentions are, where I want to go. And also my conversation with a lot of people, especially when people book time with me, is more so to say, be like an athlete who watches the game after you play it. Thank you, Dre. Right? Like, notice that when you were at work, or when you were at the grocery store, or when somebody said something to you that you didn't like, notice that you felt like you only had one response in that moment. Right? And then with your journal, you can say, what are other options that I had? And like What's Up Yo said, a gratitude journal is powerful. Definitely gratitude. I feel like most people do not give enough attention to gratitude because at this point in your life, you're too old, your past is behind you, your best life is behind you, you made too many mistakes. It's like there's not even room for gratitude. I feel like the thing that keeps me sane is gratitude. My intention in my lifetime is to be the most patient person I've ever met, the most curious person I've ever met, and grateful. So I'm going to hop off in a minute here, but the reason why I came on is I really wanted to have you take a look, to ask if you are focusing long-term right now. God's telling me there's a curse on my family, and I'm the curse breaker. Whew. I love when people tell me who I am. I love when people tell me about myself. Please tell me more about myself. I've been waiting my whole life. Thank you. Okay. For real. Hale, am I saying your name correctly? Hale, Jael, Simona Lisa, Hale, Simona Lisa, Hales, Halesa. Chill. Thank you. I'm so glad that you're tuned in and you're channeling and all that different stuff. Thank you. Just chill. I love how passionate you are. Scorpios are known to be intense. I respect that. Thank you. All right. So, thank you. All right. Okay. Now, ask yourself, for example, let's talk about this. And again, this isn't judgment, okay? This is just, I want to provoke thought. For those of you that are on your spiritual journey and you're very, very, ooh, you're feeling it, feels good. Okay. How much more energy would you have if you stopped trying to convert people and convince people? No, nobody knows what's going to happen next. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Not one person can tell you. Not even the people that are trying to control us know what's going to happen. This is why I love being a truth seeker, because we're still going to win. It's great. There's going to be some big emotions, there's going to be some big feelings, but we're still going to win. And if you don't agree with that, that's fine. And if you think that's corny, cool. I've hit a point in my life where I'm just like, I don't know what opinions are. I just don't know what they are. I really don't. It's the weirdest thing. It's like I open up the dictionary and opinions just aren't there. It's the weirdest thing. What do we do with this information? Celebrate? Are you? Yes, Dre. Yes, 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 yes. We do joint sessions. I love when people book time with me and Jen. Yes. And we're running a special right now. Yes, we do. Yes. Emotional intelligence and shamanism and Reiki and mediumship. And what's really great about her, because I have hung out with quite a few shamans, is that she can heal you just talking with you. What does win mean? Win what? We're going to win 20% off at Walmart. No? Okay. Okay. We're going to win in the sense of we're going to when you cross over, there's so many changes that are going to happen. There's so much that is going to happen in this lifetime. What I mean by win is when I look into the future, I see that there are going to be people that are genuinely, genuinely happy. There is going to be a different focus on earth. There's going to be, it's already happening. Why do you think when you turn on your television that the majority of commercials have changed? They just want to see real people. Why do you think that there's so much diversity going on in TV and film? I've talked about this before because I know people in the TV and film industry. It's because people are spending their money saying, I want to be represented. And the companies that study data and analytics say these are the demographics of people who are spending the most money. They need to be represented more. That's how this business world works. It's messed up, but learn the game, learn the rules, change the game, change the rules, change the world. When I say we're going to win, I mean I'm doing everything that I can to make sure the women are celebrated and the women have the spotlight because I was raised by women. I'm doing everything I can so that men can communicate and express their feelings because they're tired of holding it in. Family is going to win. Family shows up. Family looks different for everybody. Fakeness and inauthenticity. I feel like we're going forward and backward at the same time. We're going back more towards how our ancestors used to move. Thank you, Nitwit Talk. Safe travels. Thank you. We're going to win in the sense of society is changing. And we're changing it. Hey, thank you. Sounds good. We're changing it. That's the reason why they keep on trying to pass laws to stop TikTok, for example, is because you can't lie anymore because these lovely cell phones that we have that's alien technology that was reverse engineered is showing what's been going on for centuries. Hey, what's up, Lady Dreamer? Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Sometimes it's good to be in silence. Sometimes it's good to hit the reset button. That's good. It's healthy. We're living in a world where people have to take more responsibility and hold themselves more accountable. Thank you, Dre. Looking forward to that. Thank you. This is the greatest time to be alive. I feel like all of us are creative and all of us are artists, and the best advice you can give to an artist is just keep on making art. There is an art to how you communicate. There is an art to how you express yourself. Like for those of you who speak more than one language and get put down by people, they wish they had the courage to speak how you speak. So don't focus on them. It is an art form to learn your way and your language and how you communicate and how you interpret and how you speak. Don't worry about other people judging your accent, please. People need to travel more. Like, get out of America. It's so annoying. That's why I have the sugar skull on my arm, because I love, like, I was raised in the Bay Area by the Mexican culture. I wish all racist white people would have to go to Mexico and see the real Mexico instead of this nonsense conversation. Our history. Inside of them because they don't know their roots and they don't know their heritage, and we're learning to give attention to different things. This is a great hold on, let me see something. It said I lost connection. The key is to be more yourself. The key is to be weird. The key is to be different. The key is to be odd. If you don't have anyone in your life who doesn't like you, I feel like you're not being enough yourself. Oh, the wind is picking up and the internet's going in and out. Got you. Will I sing? Will I sing? Sure, I'll sing. Hold on one second. One second. Yeah, because I'm going to hop off in just a minute. I've been going pretty strong for, over 2 hours. All right. Some days are a roller coaster. Feel a little high, get a little down. Never know when the show is over. Ferris wheel goes round and round. They say I should let it all go. Sounds so good, yeah, I know. But sometimes it's difficult, because some days are better than others, you see. 'Cause I do get by with my community, and society says that I should be strong. So many feel like they don't belong. It goes on and on like me. I don't want to escape or put on a smiley face. Celebrate you. I don't want to escape or put on a smiley face. I just want to show love and celebrate you. Show love and celebrate. I just want to show love and celebrate you. I just want to show love and celebrate. I just want to show love and celebrate you. I met a man who was on a bike today. It was clear that he was not okay. Felt it in his soul. Oh, yeah. He was yelling how the world's afraid and that he will not be a slave to government control. Oh, yeah. So the people do what people do. Press record to get a view because they disagree. Yeah. I caught myself doing the same and saw a human being in pain and grief and misery. Yeah. I saw a man who was alone, so afraid of the unknown, and told him it'll be. Yeah, okay, I know you're ready to go play. 1+1 is together. Said we gotta do better, and it's so strange, but in this world there's no strangers, only wounded children. Do you know the feeling? 'Cause I don't wanna escape or put on a smiley face. I just wanna show love and celebrate you. I don't wanna escape or put on a smiley face. I just wanna show love and celebrate you. Show love and celebrate. I just wanna show love and celebrate you. I just want to show love and celebrate. I just want to show love and celebrate you. I do. It's true. Thank you. So, long term, it's going to work out. You're going to make some good choices. Thank you. You're going to make some choices that might not feel so great. You're going to have smart reactions. You're going to have reactions that teach you lessons. People are going to come. People are going to go. You're going to laugh. You're going to scream. You're going to jump for joy. Emotional intelligence is being able to decide what to do with this information. Thank you, Dre. Thank you. Thank you. Emotional intelligence is being able to say, I am open to letting go of control. Easier said than done. Letting go of control, letting go of how other people perceive you. Thank you. I'm waiting to release it. I need to find the right producer who wants to help me produce that song, but thank you. Thank you. There's a different way that you can live. These other people, they sell you these courses and they sell you these classes and they sell you this idea that making money is going to be the thing that changes. Being successful in the eyes of society is going to make you a more loving person. And I've met people who come from money. I've met people who are really great at making money. Yes, there are some genuinely, really, really, really nice, kind, angelic people who know how to make money. A lot of times people who are really good at making money are terrible at showing their emotions because they got hurt so much and told to never speak up and to never express their true emotions and true feelings. I want to create a world and live in a world where you can have your head held high and not worry about other people's opinions about you. I think it's time to admit that it's exhausting. And I don't think you're aware of how much you focus on how people judge your hair and how people judge your skin color and how people judge the way that you love and how you live. And I understand when it comes to skin color, there's certain things that I'm not going to experience in this lifetime. And conversations with the law and stuff like that, it's complicated. But trust me when I tell you, the people that you actually want to give your energy and your effort to are not going to take the time to put you down. They're not going to. They're going to have solutions. They're going to understand that you're human. They're going to understand that you have good days and bad days. They don't need for you to be outgoing and optimistic and upbeat and medicated and caffeinated all of the time. The people in your life who are family members who put you down are only putting down themselves. They don't want to lose you. They're scared to lose you. They don't know how to say that. And they'll never admit it if you ask them. But that's okay. let people be. Right, exactly, Dre. Yeah, it's healthy to have money. Please, if you're somebody who walks around saying I hate money, I tell people like, yo, if you say I hate money or money is the root of all evil, I can show you why you're miserable in like 24 hours. I can show you, like, I can catch at least 5 different sentences you'll say in 24 hours to validate that you like hate money and that you're frustrated, and how it's connected to many different parts of your life. It is so important for you to take time to think, when I have those thoughts about my bank account, let me go back to my gratitude. When I have those thoughts about I feel alone and I just had to let go of people and I don't know who to trust, now go back to gratitude. You can be grateful that you're following your intuition now. For real. If you've quit your job, if you've left some situation, if you feel all alone in the world, from me to you, from my experience, man, I can almost smell the smells in that place where I was living when I was living in the projects. I still remember that cup was green when I opened up the cupboard and I just wanted a glass of water and there was cockroaches right there. That was where I decided I wasn't going to put myself down anymore. And I sat with myself and I figured, I need to change my perspective on some things. And I need to slow down and stop talking to other people until I figure out what those perspectives are going to be. If you're completely alone every day, Crystal, then sit down with yourself and map out, do what I did. In fact, I even have a worksheet for $5 in my bio to ask different questions to get different outcomes. But if you can't afford $5, if you think that's corny or somehow I'm gatekeeping or hiding information, it's just literally ask yourself, like, I don't like this one thing about my life. What other perspective can I have on it? I don't like when people say this to me. What perspective can I have about that thing? That's it. The difference is you show up for yourself, because other people aren't going to show up for you. You take these understandings with you, because other people aren't going to remind you. If you're alone every single day, then figure out what it is. Join Facebook groups. Join the Discord in my bio link. Talk to people. Compliment somebody the next time you go out. Thank somebody for working. Go up to a random stranger and say, I like your style, I like your outfit. Ask them their name. Tell them your name. Say, hey, do you want to like go get like some tea or something, or just go for a walk? Like, I don't even know how to be friends. What are they going to say? No? Okay, cool. There's 8 billion people. Honor the fact that you're alone. Listen to yourself. Listen to how you speak about yourself. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Nice to see you, man. Listen to how you speak to yourself. I understand that these are challenging times. Be determined. Be determined. Be patient. Even if patience is hard, you kind of have to slow down right now. And slowing down helps you actually listen to yourself when you speak and when you think. And this is directly connected to the friendships and relationships you have or don't have, and the jobs that you have or don't have. Good awareness. Yet you trusted me. So look, you're getting better already. Whew. Thank goodness. Tell yourself how much you love to trust. Go back to the younger version of yourself and say, hey, do you know that we just told a complete and total stranger in front of 79, 78 other people that we have a hard time trusting, and he said that you're amazing and you're courageous and that makes you a leader, and there's more people out there that feel the exact same way. Don't minimize that. Don't make that cheesy. It's true. I think it's courageous. I bet there's probably 500 million people who feel the same way. All over the world, different languages, different religions. You're self-aware. You might be one step ahead from those 500 million people. Plenty of people feel like they can't trust. Tell your story more, honor your story more. Stop worrying about how people judge you. Winners celebrate winners. What if you actually created content, were open about it to find more friends like I did? That's what started this off for me. What if you posted a video saying, hey, do you feel like you have a hard time trusting? Do you hate being on camera? Does it feel really awkward to you? Hey, my name's blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking for other people who feel like me because I don't even know how to do this, but I feel alone. And I have to know there's at least one other person in this planet where there's over 8 billion people who feel how I feel. You quit your job, congratulations, better things are coming. Life has a way of taking us to where we're meant to go. It's just about letting go of control. Feel the feelings. Don't stifle and suppress the feelings. But if you posted a video and you said you didn't like your life, or you didn't want to be alive, or you didn't feel confident within yourself, or you feel like you were a hot mess, or anything like that, 16-year-old Nikki would relate. And maybe somebody who didn't have as much strength as I had will stay alive because of you. That's why I want for all of us to honor ourselves and stop thinking that you're not a leader. And stop thinking that you'll be successful when you look differently. Encourage people who live like you and feel like you to know that they are enough. For real, like, what if your ancestors were like, you can't pray to God until you have 1,000 followers?